Hello, my friend. Today I'm going to tell you about time travel in my own words. This is the first part of this series. Here we go. Science fiction love time travel. So many stories can be taught. But suppose time travel will real. Whom would I meet? What would I do? What would I try to kill Hitler as a baby, change history and save millions of lives? Would I help my grandfather when is a child? She suffered in Europe. But would about those famous paradox. Suppose the time traveler would kill my grandfather before she can save his mother. No mother, no him, but then how would gone back in the time in the first place? Some scientists talk time travel seriously, not to make me sin, but to explore the nature and limits of reality. Is time travel possible? I am James Bond, and this is my journey to find out. Time travel seems impossible, so I began in New York with the author of Physics of the Impossible, a professor at the City University in New York, Michio Kaku. He liked pushing boundaries. Let's start with Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton believes the time is like an arrow. When you fired it, it went in a straight direction. 1 second on the Earth, 1 second on the Mars. Was 1 second on Jupiter and never reverse direction. Came uh, uh, along come Einstein, who said not so fast. Time is like a river. All man river that reminds us along star, speed up and slow down. The new wrinkle of this, which is causing all this, the excitement and the dismay of the philosopher, is the river of time can flock into true river, or perhaps the river of time can have whirlpool and time can go in or out itself. In the case, time travel is something we have to take very seriously, because Einstein equation do allow for time travel, and their blueprint for different kinds of time travel design are compatible with Einstein theory. Example, gigantic spinning cylinder. This is the big one, gigantic spinning cylinder. These rotate horizontally as well as the vertically well. Now you can go around the cylinder and you come back before you lift. Colliding cosmic string, we bind around the cosmic string and you came back before you left. The key elements in that the Einstein theory, it allow into certain solution. Yes, time and space is like a fabric of the, like a rubber, like a templing net. However, if you stress the templing so much, you can rip perhaps, and perhaps you can turn this templing that into the pencil and allow yourself to go backward in time. And of course there is a catch, the energy, the gasoline to do this is fabulous. Even on the atomic bomb atomic bomb, there not have an energy to drive time machine. For a time machine you need the energy of a exploding star. This is the very much exploding star of the energy. How about all this logical paradox that one would come across in time travel, going back into the past, killing your grandfather, parents, all those kinds of issue, or meeting your teenage mother when she is a teenager and she falls in love with you. So how can you burn if your teenage mother love with you? The two ways to resolve this paradox are: the first is self-consistence. If you want to shoot your grandparents before you born there, and this is the very interesting one. Sometimes preventing you from pulling that trigger may be there a hiding law of physics, as says you cannot create a time paradox. I don't believe that. See, that seems so far as I believe that the river of time flocks into two rivers. So, if you saw back to the future part 2 very carefully, Doc Brown, the Einstein figure, goes to the blackboard and draws the timelines from 50s to the 80s. Then he draws the separate line that split off from the main timeline. The river of time flocks into two river. Into there is the two river. It is getting so called the many-verse interpretation of quantum mechanics. Would that be that is the simple way to resolve all this paradox? And that seems very simple to me. Well, is the simplest and the sense you don't have to add other assumptions other than quantum mechanics. So if you go back into time, you see Abraham Lincoln assassination in the Fourth Theater. You save somebody else, Abraham, they are genetically equivalent. Your Abraham Lincoln, you enter into another universe. If you see your parents before you born, you shoot somebody else's parents before you born, who's genetically irrelevant to your parents. So you can go back to time continuously, monkey on your own past. However, you're monkeying with some sense a parallel past, see the creating a whole parallel universe. Parallel universe means this type of same universe just like A and B. And Stephen Hawking say there are lots of physics preventing these things from happening while we try and failed and cannot find any law of physics preventing you going from back reverse in time. It seems to be consistent with the non-law of physics. The trick is you have to have this energy on the scale of the star, had to be very advanced civilization. So these tourists from the future are not just the 100 years in the future. These tourists from the future are not just the 100 years in the future. These tourists from the future may be perhaps millions of years in the future. The ability to control the appreciable stars. We physicists are hot water of physics. We push the question until they break down. So Stephen Hawking assumed they will break down. While we were stuck, they did not break down. The law of physics seems to be compatible with time machines. There is very uncertaining because it means perhaps, just perhaps, time travel is possible for advanced civilization. Cannot be ruled out. So the key of time travel is the Einstein theory of special relativity, which seems easy to describe, but hard to believe. I need more Einstein. So this is the first part of the time travel series. So I will meet you to the second part of this series. So thank you, my friends, YouTube family. Yes.